In my video on meditation, I said that I had different opinions than most people in the self improvement space do when it comes to things like social media. And here's where I'm going to say that. So, I believe that most things, not absolutely everything, because there are some things, like if you fucking have it once, it's gonna fucking kill you. But most things can be poison or medicine based upon context or dosage. If you water is good for you, it's known to be good for you, something very necessity. But if you drink too much of it, like way too much of it, it can kill you. Black tea, it's been shown to have many health benefits, such as like I believe it can fight lung damage that is caused from smoking. But too much of it can lead to kidney stones. Now, about what does that have to do with social media? You might be asking. So, with social media, we live in a chronically online society. Though. Most things are digitized in our society. I believe that it's unrealistic to try to necessarily tell yourself that you're quitting all social media forever. Like these people on the internet that have these videos where they're like, I quit social media for a year and my life changed forever. Yeah, I'm sure you saw benefits when you like stopped doom scrolling for like hours on end and put the phone down and just focus on like life for once. All of that can be prevented with limits, is basically what I'm saying. If being on TikTok makes you happy because TikTok is a place where you get to go and laugh, it's okay. Like, it's nothing to be ashamed about. But if that's messing with your productivity and it's keeping you from getting things done in day-to-day life, then yes, it's time for you to take a step back. What you'll need to do is limit your screen time. Don't try to cut out social media altogether for the rest of your life. That's just unrealistic because you want to know exactly what's going to happen. You're going to delete all the apps off your phone for maybe about 3 days. Even if it's after a year, you'll eventually re-download those apps and start using social media again. Now, that could be a way you could kind of segue into limiting your screen time. Like limiting your screen time on social media, a good way to do that is to maybe remove the apps off your phone and use it on the computer. So let's say you use a lot of Twitter, you spend a lot of time scrolling and talking on Twitter, you can delete Twitter from your phone and just use it on the desktop. I'm not too sure how well TikTok works on the desktop, so I can't say that, but the point I'm making is you don't have to quit social media altogether to really like boost your productivity or to be successful or to change your life. Like deleting social media altogether like isn't gonna necessarily change your life unless you change your relationship with these apps. Instead of using these apps as a way to distract yourself and dissociate from whatever, like let's say you're in a social setting and you don't feel like talking, so you just jump on Twitter and just scroll. You jump on Instagram, just scroll, like some posts. You're not even commenting on anything or interacting with anybody or talking to anybody. You're just scrolling and looking at memes, like something you could literally do in the bathtub or some shit. I would only scroll on social media if I'm eating, like if I'm eating breakfast or lunch. If I'm in one of the hydro chairs at the gym, somewhere where it makes sense for me to just scroll and use it, is when you can use it. You don't have to quit it altogether. This will help you stay off of your phone whenever you're working on something. It's more realistic for you to limit your phone screen time to moments whenever you're not doing anything productive or important. So if you do YouTube videos or you make music or something, say you're editing. While you're editing, you don't touch your phone unless you got something important. Unless you got like something important to do on you. Because your productivity and your work on your computer and your work on your video should be your focus. If you're at the gym, you shouldn't be pulling out your phone mid-set and just scrolling on Facebook for like 5 minutes. Focus on your workout. Save the screen time for when you go to the hydro chair. I get the point behind like the quit social media, delete social media movement. But in our society, in a chronically online society, that's just not realistic for most people. In a society that's chronically online, whether you want to believe that or not, it's true. It's like the reality of society as a whole. Society as a whole is chronically online. In a society like that, it's just not realistic that you're gonna just delete all social media and never use it. and never use it ever again. It's more realistic that you just find ways to limit your screen time, change your relationship with these apps. If you doom scroll to avoid social situations, develop your social skills. So that way you don't have to pull out your phone to doom scroll and distract yourself from this social situation you feel nervous in. You'll feel comfortable socializing with these people that you don't even know or you may barely know. That's pretty much all I gotta say for that, because I did want to elaborate on like my thoughts on social media, my unpopular opinion on social media use as compared to everyone else's in the self-improvement space, because like I said, this is a chronically online society. Just about everything, most news comes from the internet. Like, unless you're a boomer, you're probably not getting your news from just Channel 4. You're likely going to get your news from online sources as well. No, you're watching this video on YouTube. Like, you're literally watching this video on YouTube. And when I say chronically online society, I'm not saying that as like someone who, from like the perspective of someone who's like, oh, I'm like on a high horse. When I say chronically on, we're a chronically online society, that includes me too. That includes all of us. Sure, there are some people that don't use the internet, but as the vast majority and the average, and on average, most people are online a lot. You just got to find a way to limit your screen time. Like I said, change your relationship with these social media apps. Use them and scroll when it makes sense, when you're really not doing anything, so that way it doesn't harm your productivity. I promise you won't miss anything. Those posts will still be there when you go and scroll on it, when you go and check your social media later. I promise you. Hit the thumbs up if you like this video. Hit the thumbs down if you hated it. Drop your thoughts in the comment section down below, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Y'all have yourselves a good one. This is